we often have an emotional emptiness that we try to satisfy with food. After all, here are these words: starved, hungry, empty, full, satisfied. And they are emotional words. I could say, I'm starved of attention. I'm full of love. I'm hungry for success. I'm satisfied with my life. I'm empty since my children left home. It's not what you're eating, it's what is eating you. You don't need a diet to restrict what you eat. You need to change how you think. You see, our struggle with food, our struggle with our health, our struggle with our weight is all associated with eating. And this actually isn't true. The reason why we almost always resort to food, I'm going to have comfort food. I mean, what does that word even mean? I'm going to comfort myself with food, is because we have something called an emotional emptiness. The stomach is the seat of all emotions. Babies have got a tummy ache when they can't really express their feelings. So we feel a feeling in our stomach. It's the seat of emotions. We try to push it down or deal with it through food. We often have an emotional emptiness that we try to satisfy with food. After all, here are these words: starved, hungry, empty, full, satisfied. And they are emotional words. I could say, I'm starved of attention. I'm full of love. I'm hungry for success. I'm satisfied with my life. I'm empty since my children left home. And you see, if those words, empty, full, nourished, starved, because I'm nourished by the love I get from my church, if they confuse you, of course they confuse someone. And then we say things like sugar, sweetheart, this is my honey, my sweetie. So we're always telling ourselves that sweet stuff makes us happy. And when we feel emotionally empty, emotionally starved, when we feel emotionally unsatisfied, our mind is so confused it reminds us to eat. Because after all, when you're a little baby and you were lying in your crib crying and someone picked you up and put something creamy and sweet in your mouth, it solved everything. You felt connected, you felt loved. So overeating is actually an act of regression. No one says, I'm having such a bad day, I need lettuce, I need carrots, I need celery. We'll go, I'm having such a bad day, I need something milky, creamy, macaroni, cheese, toast and butter, ice cream, cake, because we're trying to reactivate the feeling that worked when you were a baby. It doesn't work when you're grown up. When you get that, it's a game changer. From the time you came onto the planet, you learned to get food and love all mixed up, and you're still doing it. And yet you can't love your body with excess food, for your body being loaded with the sugar and chemicals is a punishment. In fact, your body doesn't crave candy or chips or hot dogs. Your body would never go, hey, I just want to be maxed out with chemicals and sugar and fat and preservatives. That's not a physical craving. It's actually a mental craving. The mind believing this is going to make me happy, when we all know binging on food, especially junk food, makes us very unhappy. The feeling of joy doesn't last very long at all. So this distorted model of thinking, food is my comfort, food is my friend, food makes me happy, food gets rid of all of my worries just for a little while. This has led to catastrophic effects within our relationship with food and our relationship with our bodies. And what we absolutely must change is the way we see and treat food. Food should be something we eat when we're hungry, that we enjoy. Of course, it's bonding, it's connecting, we have family dinners, we go on dates. That's all absolutely fine, but it shouldn't be something that leaves you feeling shameful, guilty, blameful, remorseful, and out of control. That should not happen. You see, no animal overeats. Animals, when they're hungry, they eat. I have cats. When they're hungry, they eat. When they stop, they've had enough. The only overweight animals are those you see in families where we do the same thing. Oh, let me love my pet with food. Let me treat my pet with food. Let me comfort my pet with food. So we need to go back to our original wiring, where we enjoyed food and we stopped when we'd had enough. We stopped when we were full. And if we were sad, we felt sad, but we didn't eat lots of donuts to get rid of that sadness. And you can actually reactivate, regenerate, rewire that feeling of eating when you're hungry, seeing food as nourishment and not comfort. You can get that back really easily and keep it forever.